What's going on, VC? Laz here, and I know it's been a while. Lots been going on in the old thing we call life. But I'm back. I was on the Man Cave of Doom last night, and I was actually thinking about doing a video here really quick, and that even inspired me further. So here I am. And so what I want to do today is I'm going to show and share my Warlord vinyl collection. Now this is just strictly vinyl, strictly 12-inch, and get this up on the channel. So I know Iron Maiden collection's still coming. That's just going to be such a chore. I want to do it right. So for now, you're going to have to settle for Warlord. So for those that know the band, I'm sure you'll understand why I love the band. For those that are unfamiliar with Warlord, hopefully this will inspire you to maybe do a little digging, investigation of yourself, and give them a spin. Warlord is one of those metal bands. They were on Metal Blade. Formed, I think, right around 1980. Didn't press their first record till 83. They did... Metal Blade signed them and were featured on, I think it was Metal Massacre 2 and 3, before their full album was cut. I don't have Metal Massacre 2 or 3. I wish I did. I used to have 2. But they are a band that tried, died, tried again, kind of died, tried again. And they're still going now. But they're also a band that, to me, now this is strictly opinion, I know Halloween kind of gets considered to be kind of like the birth of power metal, like European power metal, and I agree with that. However, I do believe Warlord is kind of the American band that started the American wave of European power metal, even though they were kind of formed and came around during the new wave of British heavy metal. Bill Samus and Mark Zonder, the guitarist and the drummer. Bill Samus is kind of like, he's always reminded me kind of like of a Ritchie Blackmore. Likes the medieval England genre and kind of combines that feeling with metal, and when you do that, you get Warlord. They're not as progressive as, say, like a Halloween, but they are definitely more progressive than a standard metal band or, you know, a thrash band or anything like that. But anyway, so let me get going. I want to show you guys my 12-inch vinyl collection. I'll open some of these. So be prepared for the old rip sound. If that bothers you, sorry about that, but I'm not going to open them all up prior to shooting. So anyway, we're going to start with, I have 2 copies of this. This is an original pressing, first release of Deliver Us. This was their debut. This came out, or was released in 1983. And like I said, on Metal Blade. And some actually consider this kind of like an EP, because there's only 6 tracks on it, but this is their first release. And this is a second copy. And it's kind of interesting, even back in the day, I don't know if it shows, yeah, it doesn't really show on camera, but in person, the color's slightly different. But, so what comes in this guy? When out hunting for this, to be complete, it does have an insert. So for those that collect Warlord or want to collect Warlord, I will show you. So it comes originally in just a standard poly sleeve thing. I put mine in here. You got the custom labels on it. That's the B side. The A side is a white handwritten looking label there. And then here's your insert. It's just a single printed sided insert. Oh, I got upside down. There you go. So that is what completes the package. This album to me is one of the most classic metal records from the 80s. You know, getting beyond things like Priest and Maiden and all that. When you're talking, especially like Metal Blade and you know, some of the more underground labels of the time, this is a masterpiece to me. Every song on here, the big one, of course, being "Child of the Damned," without a doubt, in my top 5 metal songs of all time. Without a doubt, that song. It is 80s metal perfection at its best. So, Deliver Us, legendary record. So I just happen to have 2 copies of that. These are both original pressings. I do not have reissues of this album. I'm actually on the hunt for High Roller reissued all their stuff, and they did a 3 LP set, 180 gram colored variations of Deliver Us. That's the last thing I need in 12-inch vinyl for Warlord. This is the 12-inch EP on Metal Blade for Lost and Lonely Days and Aliens on the B-side. This is an original pressing. What's rare about this is usually, I would say most of these that you'll ever encounter or see are corner cut. You know, they have that remainder or promo corner cut. This one is complete. And this is an original pressing. This was actually just reissued by High Roller, and you'll see that here briefly. And I can't remember, see the beautiful shininess of that guy. I can't remember if this came with an insert. And no, it did not. But once again, standard Warlord has their red label with the 4 black W's, and then on the front, it's just the standard silver Metal Blade record label. And this is one of the rarer pieces to get a hold of. The first 3 Metal Blade pressings actually all are kind of hard to find. But even rarer than that is probably, we'll get to it in a minute. So then that was followed up with, and the Canons of Destruction have begun. And this is a quote live recording. What this is Warlord rented out a performance hall. There was nobody in attendance. There was no audience. They just wanted to play live. They did a VHS recording of this. It was released on VHS. This is the vinyl soundtrack to that. And it's just awesome. I love this album. This is an original pressing on Metal Blade. And this one I can't remember if it has an insert. It's hard to remember sometimes. Does not have an insert. But once again, there's your red Warlord label and silver Metal Blade. You know, I always love Metal Blade and their glossy black sleeves. So, and the Canons of Destruction have begun. And I love the names on the back here. So, Bill Samus, the guitar player, his name is Destroyer. Mark Zonder, Thunderchild. And then, of course, Damien King 2 on vocals. And Damien King is the band name for whoever is singing vocals. And they've been through, I think, 3 official Damien Kings, but then there's been some other vocalists along their journey as well. So anyway, and the Canons of Destruction have begun. This is probably the rarest Warlord vinyl to hunt down, and this is Thy Kingdom Come. And this has yet to be reissued. This is an original Restless Records and Metal Blade, original pressing. This is harder to find. They kind of call this like the best of Warlord. It is a compilation of the first few things I just showed you. Cool ass cover. And this one I can't remember if it has an insert, so. And no, it does not. And this one does not have the Warlord red logo on it. It's Metal Blade on both sides. But this is probably the hardest piece to find. I don't think that much was pressed of Thy Kingdom Come. Okay, and outside of the Metal Massacres, that was the Metal Blade pressings. So I'm going to get into some reissue stuff, things like that. This is a combo. This is I believe it's a German pressing. There's only 100 copies of it. This is number 30 out of 100. And this is the Canons of Destruction video soundtrack. And this was, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is German. This is from Alone Records. And there you go, number 30 out of 100. And it's The Canons of Destruction Have Begun and that 12-inch of Lost and Lonely Days and Aliens on the back side. Or on the second LP. It's a 2 LP set. This is on a very cool... And some of these pressings have just some really cool stuff that come with them. This comes with the insert, double-sided, with lyrics. I believe some bio stuff on there. And then it's a non-gatefold, but it's a double thick 2 LPs that comes on a very cool splatter vinyl. Custom labels, and that is what comes in this one. So, Alone Records, limited to 100 copies. And then we get into the Holy Empire, and I have a few different pressings of this. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first one, and this is from Alone Records as well. And this is a 2 LP set, hand numbered. This is number 1053 from 1500. And this is a gatefold. I have 2 different copies of this album. You'll see why here shortly. So there's the inner gatefold. And with this one, yeah, it's just the LPs. There's no inserts. Black and white Warlord labels. Fabulous album. Fabulous album. And this was, I want to say, 2013 is when this was released. So, good album. I'm going to set this one aside for a moment, and we'll move on. Next, The Hunt for Damien. So this has a lot of classic Warlord tracks with a new singer, new singers, actually, I believe. This is on Empire Records. This is out of Belgium. So there's the front. There's the back. So you got Child of the Damned, Lost and Lonely Days, all the good stuff's on here. And this one comes with a custom inner sleeve with lyrics on the back, the big Warlord W on the front. And that's actually an inner sleeve, not just an insert. And this is on white vinyl with custom labels. this, I believe, is still available. I think I got this at Hell's Headbangers. I think they might still have this. So there's that. And now we're going to get into some of the High Roller reissues. So here's the newest one that they just released, and this is the repressing of Lost in Lonely Days and Aliens, the 12-inch. There's the High Roller hype sticker there. This one's on red vinyl, so it gets the red hype sticker. See the High Roller down here, Metal Blade on the other side. And open this guy up. Comes with the big High Roller insert, catalog insert, and a poly-lined inner sleeve. Once again, High Roller doing it true, taking it back to the original Warlord labels, but High Roller instead of Metal Blade. And this is just I believe it's an opaque, yeah, opaque red color. One thing I love about High Roller pressings is the inside of their jackets are black. Just quality. The one thing I will say that is different, and I don't know if this will show up on camera, but if you look, the black of the jacket, number one, this is a matte finish, not the glossy like Metal Blade, but the color of black as well is, this is almost a more brown type color. I go back to the original pressing. There it is. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. I think it will. Yeah, you can see the color difference there. So the High Roller, the original. You can see the color difference. So kind of interesting stuff. Okay, and then this is the High Roller reissue of And the Canons of Destruction Have Begun. And this is a 3 LP set. And let me show you what High Roller does with these, because this is just amazing. So, non-gatefold, but super thick. Obviously, you've got 3 LPs in here. And these are all, oh no, this is a black vinyl edition, but once again, every LP gets the Warlord label. And then they did like the original Deliver Us label on the front. And all 3 LPs are like that. And in this one, you get the High Roller catalog inserts. And then you get, I put all this insert stuff in insert sleeves to keep it all together. So you've got an actual lyric insert, you get a photo of the band, and then you also get a poster. Very cool poster of the album cover. So typical High Roller, taking it to the next level. And all of the High Roller 3 LP sets, like I said, Deliver Us is the last one that I need. Is there something else in here too? Hold on. Oh yeah, it also comes with a book. So this is a booklet. I'm not going to take this out, but I think it's like about an 8-page booklet. So poster, booklet, photo, insert, 3 LPs. High Roller, doing it right. Once again, just like that 12-inch reissue, it's a matte finish, not the glossy like Metal Blade. I like both styles. So, and the Canons of Destruction Have Begun. Okay, then we go out. Actually, this is the album before Empire. And this is Rising from the Ashes. And this is High Roller, 3 LP. Even comes with a CD of the demos for the album. And this features Joachim Canons of Hammerfall. This is when he joined the band. He joined Warlord as a side project because he is such a Warlord fan. Hammerfall has covered Warlord. Their version of Child of the Dam is amazing. If you don't know it, this one's super tight in here. But I believe this is like the others. It's got, so you get the CD. And this one I think is on red. Yeah. Yeah, red vinyl, Warlord labels. Red on the Warlord name on the Warlord label. And then I think this is opaque red. Yeah. And so 3 LPs. This album alone, if you're a Hammerfall fan, you got to get this because at times it is very Hammerfall. You get the High Roller insert with that. And then once again, you get a photo. There's Joachim Canons right there from Hammerfall. You get a booklet and you get a poster. And I think this poster is, once again, of the album cover. That's the one thing with High Roller. They do posters, but it is usually just the album cover. But hey, it's still better than no poster at all, right? So there you go. There's the poster that comes with that. Put all this back in here. So there you go. And what's nice about the High Rollers too, especially these 3 LP sets, once again, it's not gatefold, it's just super thick. But on the top spine, you get the printing like you would on the regular spine. Alright, so Rising Out of the Ashes. Whoop. And the CD of demos, which comes with it. Put that back in there. Okay, now this is the High Roller issue of Holy Empire, and this is on 3 LPs. And you do get bonus tracks on here than you do over the original. So here's the original here from Alone Records. And if you look, the Warlord logo has such glare. Is actually smaller on the High Roller issue. Oh, wait. No, it's bigger on the High Roller issue. So this is the High Roller one here. You can see the difference on the spines. So the original is 2 LPs. The High Roller issue is 3 LPs. And I think you get the same goodness in here. Once again, non-gatefold. The original is a gatefold. And this one, I believe, yeah, this is also on red. Same style logos. Opaque red. And then this one, you get a book and a poster. No photo in this one. Once again, I believe it is the album cover. Yeah. Unless is the photo in the book. Oh. So here's a book, The Holy Empire. Looks like maybe a 6-page book. Once again, high roller, just doing it right. I'm not sure how many pressings they did from high roller. That I don't know. Didn't care. Don't care, really. Just as long as I have one. And then high roller did, this was newer, they did a live recording of Live in Athens in 2013. Once again, 3LP. And this is, you know, they went with the Canons of Destruction Have Begun style of jacket. Just changed the image in the middle pretty much to a more recent photo from the show. And in this one, my goodness. Okay, once again, 3 LPs, same thing, same red, opaque. I'll bother sliding one of those out. You get the insert, shots from the show. You get the high roller catalog insert and then a poster. However, this one is not a poster of the album cover, but a double-sided poster of the show with 2 different dates. So, very cool poster there. Now, there's a few Warlord crossover. That's the word I'm looking for. Projects that have been done throughout the years. But probably one of the most important and actually, before I even get to that, so your high roller reissues outside of the Lost and Lonely Days 12-inch, the 3 LP sets, okay, all the ones I've shown. What's cool about these and why I need to get the Deliver Us reissue and the 3 LP set, because high roller has reissued that twice. The first time they reissued it in a 3 LP set, like these others that I showed you, and then they've re-released it again as a single LP with a 7-inch single. But what I want to get is the 3 LP set, because when you put them all together, the spines give you the Warlord logo. So you can see I'm missing the tip of the W, because that is where Deliver Us goes. So if I get that, I'll have the complete set of the 3 LP sets giving you that logo, which looks really nice on the shelf. Plus, I would just love to hear what additional material is on that. But thank God to High Roller for taking care of Warlord. So Bill Samus went on after Warlord and did this demo, and this is a High Roller reissue as well, and this is a Lordian Winds, which from this went on to do Lordian Guard. So if you're a Warlord fan, you know, Lordian Winds and Lordian Guard is, to me, just pretty much more Warlord. A lot of stuff is much more acoustic, I guess, but really, really good stuff. So I keep that with my Warlord. So that is pretty much my 12-inch Warlord collection. So I just wanted to get it up on video, show you guys, kind of talk about it a little bit, and if anyone is interested in getting into them, letting you see what comes with that stuff, especially the high roller issue stuff, is super nice. The tough one to find is going to be Thy Kingdom Come. That's the tough one out of the original pressing material. Finding a Lost and Lonely Days 12-inch without a corner cut, that can be kind of tough. Deliver Us, you can find It's kind of tough to find them in really good condition, but they're out there. I see that more than anything else. But if you have not experienced the band, look them up on YouTube. I highly recommend just looking up "And the Canons of Destruction Have Begun." You can see that full audience participated concert on YouTube, and get into the band because they are freaking amazing. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. All that fun stuff. Check out Man Cave of Doom podcast. It's always a fun time. So until the next one, peace, and I'll see you in the next one, and stay in the groove. Cheers.